What is the man? Your boys coming through once again, and on today's video, we're gonna talk about No Jumper Show, man, because everybody's saying that Adam 22, is an informant. He works for the feds. Uh, he does. I mean, he basically has a batch number, right? And I do understand why people say it, right? I have seen different platforms talking about this. I have seen a lot of comments saying this, right? Accusing Adam 22 of being this. But why, right? What I gather is basically the question that he's asking his guests. And it's basically about the same people that are locked up, right? It's like he wants to dig. And sometimes, man, you have to understand what do you want to know that information for? You understand that that information is going to be incriminated and it's going to help the investigation that's going on. It basically can send people on different leads, and at the end of the day, you are affecting those who are in county jail fighting for their case, right? So I do understand why they call this guy uh, a cop, because possibly maybe a cop is giving him the questions so he can ask his witness, right? His witness, now his guest, right? Yeah, it's gonna be their witness. But man, let's talk about this because there's more to it, man. There has to be more to it. You cannot put the whole blame on Adam 22, man. People have to take responsibility and understand what can you say and what you can't say. But before we continue with this video, man, don't forget to like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, don't forget to subscribe to the canal. It doesn't take away from you. It doesn't cost. It doesn't cost you nothing. It's for free, and only helping my channel to be pushed forward, which I do highly appreciate. Now, for those being supporting the channel, muchas gracias. I highly appreciate every single one of you guys, man, on some real stuff. Now, let's get to the video, right? So, Science Day went with the whole RICO Act with Big U and the crew, or whoever was connected with him, right? You have all kinds of different individuals doing lives, right? You have like 4 or 5 individuals doing live, talking to those guys who are locked up, right? Which those guys who are locked up are giving up information, are giving details of their status, of how they're doing, and why they do it. I don't know. I feel like they call this or they call it show no jumper because they don't want to be forgotten about, right? It seems like everything's a hype. It's about being in the internet, and it's basically like, look, guy, I'm locked up, and I'm doing good. I'm holding it down and stuff like that. Everything is gonna be all good. I'm gonna go home, don't even trip. But in reality, the people in jail are the ones who know what kind of charges they got, right? Because we can say all this, they can put it on the computer, whatever, but at the end of the day, they know, what they're guilty of and what they're not, and what they're gonna do to get off those charges, right? But the thing with Adam 22 is that he's bringing different guests, right? And he's speaking on cases, right, that they're still open. Their cold cases are still open, and that the ones that are suspected of participating in those crimes are locked up, right? So now he's bringing all these guests, and he just wants details. He's asking for details to the point of, you have the question like, man, hold on, what? Like, why are you asking these questions, right? Yes, he's doing it for the content. He's doing it for the money. He knows that a lot of people want to listen to that stuff. But can you put him the jacket of the officer 22? Can you really? Because at the end of the day, it's the guest is who's the one who's talking, who's the one using the platform and speaking on this, right? Who's giving the details when it comes down to an investigation, right? Let's not forget that a lot of those guys who are now in jail, it was because they opened their mouth more than what they should have, and now they're gonna face some charges. Now, the thing about this is that, man, we have a bunch of internet gangsters, man, that wanna show off their hardness, their gangster to the internet, right? They have spoken about it, and now they're in jail. So now that's gonna certify their gangster, right? And not only that, they're speaking on things that don't got nothing to do with them, but just so they can feel like they're certified, like they're involved with everything and they know every details. They'll speak about it, and at the end of the day, what they're doing, they're actually telling. That's what it is. They're telling because they're speaking on it on a public platform for everybody to see, especially the cops. Tell me, who doesn't believe that the cops are watching these platforms? They are paying attention to this. I believe not a long time ago, somebody in my comment section saying that when they got busted, they found. I mean, the cops had a YouTube channel on their big TV, right, paying attention to what this guy was saying. And come on, man, you have to understand, man. They be putting a team of cops on the internet since, man, 2007. Tell me about it. But I think we have to understand that people need to take responsibility. Why? Because as all these scripts, all these rules, whatever they're called, they're getting busted, right? Because of hot ones or whatever reason, right? And they always want to blame somebody. Hey, somebody's snitching. Hey, this person snitching. This other person snitching. I think your own homeboy snitched by him using the platform of Adam 22, the no jumper platform, and then speak openly about a case that's still active, right? Yes, I want to say that Adam 22 could be a cop, and basically, could it be this, man? Look, trip on this. Maybe Adam 22 is not a cop, right? Maybe he's trying to help the community by getting rid of all them thugs out there, man. I don't know, man. You have to think about that stuff, man. But one thing I'll tell you is that whatever he's doing, a lot of people, let's say a lot of Mexicans, they're speaking about on it. You know what I mean? But guess what? As for Mexicans, Adam 22 does not affect you at all. Tell me what Mexican has gone over there and incriminate themselves or incriminate their homies, right? But the ones that are being affected, they ain't tripping about it. They like the drama. They're all up in the mix, man. And at the end of the day, when they get busted, when they get 20 years, 20, 30 years, who are they going to blame? Do you think they're going to blame their own people? No. Do you think they're going to blame the No Jumper show? No. They're probably going to blame the Mexican. And I do understand it. It's like some people don't like to see reality, what is happening, man. But it seems like this is the price of having a platform that supports you people. And I mean, since you like it, since you don't want to let it go, you're gonna be cool with what this platform has to offer to the public, right? And to the federal agents and state agents, right? Now, one thing I can tell you is that I seen all them platforms, all them people making videos on all of this stuff, how they are quick to give a lot of description. And I mean, for a lot of us, we can say that is basically telling, right? For a lot of us, we can basically say that that's telling, right? Because I mean, come on, you cannot make a video and make open accusations on a crime to another individual because you are trying to incriminate that person. Period. That's not your job as a regular citizen, as a gang member, as whoever you are. If you're not a cop, that's not your job to those charges, put that case on another person, man. Have they ever heard of the phrase hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil? That's basically what it is, man. We have to understand that there's different things that you can do when you are involved in a certain circle and some things that you can't do, right? So these people know what they're doing. These people are putting their own away because of whatever agenda is behind that purpose. You have to understand there's going to be a lot of haterism. There's going to be people who want different spots on certain things. Could be a platform, could be a business deal, whatever. And they're going to try to bring down whoever holds that position, however they want it. It's called politicking. And some people use the cops, use the feds to do their dirty work. So with this being it, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Al ratos.